So I met a real life con man for the first time a little while ago, and my grandparents were carnies. I love the sting. Like, I'm here for con men. I'm all about it. But this was fun because he wasn't just like at a party or something. He was at work. He was conning somebody. Me. He was conning me. So it's kind of like long time listener, first time caller. So I'm new to LA. I get lost a little bit and I end up on this creepy road behind a closed Kmart that's been converted to a closed Britney Spears fan experience. And these two guys in a pickup truck drive up next to me and they're honking and they're going crazy. And my first thought is probably a fan, because I'm a fucking idiot. So I roll down my window and they're like, bro, your wheel is wobbling like crazy. It's about to fall off. And if you're a car person, you already get it. You're like, nope, you would notice. I didn't learn that about cars. I spent the time I was supposed to learn about cars learning pen spins and the name of all the ships in Star Wars. So at this point, I'm just thinking, hey, chivalry's not dead. And I'm falling for this scam hard. Like, I pull over, I get out of the car. At one point, I even give him the keys to my car so he can show me something. I'm letting him do whatever he wants. But then he makes a crucial mistake. He goes to his car, he says, hey, I need to weld something on. So he goes to his car, and he gets out a can of WD-40. I don't know what WD-40 stands for, but I think it's not welding, 40. And I know what welding is. It's fire on the end of a piece of a stick, and it touches metal. And I know that because they did it a lot in Star Wars. But now, I know that I'm in the middle of being crimed, but I have no idea what I'm supposed to do to get out of it. Like, do I jump in my car, drive away really fast, and then, like, hide in an asteroid field? But then he finishes up his work and goes in for the kill. He goes, hey man, the work was free, but I am going to need you to pay me back for the part I used that I just happened to have in the back of my truck, $250, cash only. I laughed in his face. I laughed. I couldn't help it. It was so funny. $250. When you pulled over this 2011 Subaru, did you think it was being driven by a sultan? I could go halvesies on a postage stamp, but I'd have to check with my wife first. Cash? If I had $250 in cash, I'd be swimming around in it like Scrooge McDuck. We live in the future, man. People are doing Venmo and Bitcoin scams now. I'm not going to get robbed by a Luddite. And apparently, my weird laughing was enough for him to believe genuinely he was not going to get any money out of me, that I had no money to steal. I get home and I'm like so relieved, but then I start to wonder, is this a known scam? Does everybody know about the wobbly wheel scam but me? So I Google it, and when I Google it, I find something crazy. This is the Google search results for wobbly wheel scam, and this is the guy. This is the guy. These are the guys. These are the guys that rob. That's the Scarface and his little like understudy in the truck. They are the wobbly wheel scam. I didn't just meet some criminal. I met the Michael Jordan of the wobbly wheel scam. So a couple of follow-up things from that. First, just looking at their photos, I wish I could tell you that they looked more trustworthy in person, but they did not. Those are pretty flattering mugshots. Second, a bunch of the stories on Google say that they were caught trying to scam vulnerable looking people. They're trying to scam people out of $1,000. So I thought it was hilarious that they wanted $250, but I was getting a 75% discount. And now I'm kind of hurt. Like, they pulled me over and they were like, this is going to be one of those Groupon scams. This idiot does not have a grand. Number 3, I don't really know how to make this one funny, but a bunch of you have pointed out that this scam is how the Zodiac killer kidnapped one person.
Well, you can't be too careful.
Ugh. I mean, I will say that when this happened to me, we were like a couple blocks out of Beverly Hills. It's not the main place you expect to get serial killed, but also I'm way too trusting. And I guess the takeaway from all of this is don't ever let anybody help you with anything. I guess that sucks. The world's the worst. And then the last thing is a bunch of people have asked, how could anybody fall for a scam from guys who look like that? How could they have become the goats of the wobbly wheel scam when their appearances are working against them at all times? And I'll tell you this, near the end of our conversation, when I was telling them I don't have any cash, no one I know has any cash. Everybody uses Venmo now. He said, so wait, if I had a Venmo, you would do it? He seemed like he was thinking about it. I bet you the next time he pulled somebody over, when it came to the part where he asked for money, he probably whipped out his Venmo, a Square reader. I'm sure he had QR codes on the back of his truck that went to his Bitcoin wallet. He probably had a Patreon, so if you signed up, you could get bonus scams every month or get this month's scam 2 days early. And that's how you become the Michael Jordan of the wobbly wheel scam. You don't rest on your evil laurels. You show up every day ready to learn and ready to do what it takes to take your game to the next level. So I said, come on, man, any criminal worth their salt would have a Venmo that I could use. And he said,
It became personal with me.